Hello and welcome back to the Vibe Online. It is episode 21 today. How exciting! And today we're going to be sharing with you a bit of real raw truth to what it truly takes to build a business. Whether it's online, offline, whatever, it is a business. And we often get sometimes like, oh, it sounds too good to be true when we share this opportunity with people. And, we have to say to them, well, what is really too good to be true? Yes, it's amazing what we get with this opportunity. It really is. But it does take dedication. It takes hard work. It takes consistency and all kinds of other things as well. So we're going to be sharing with you a little bit more about that and also about a bit of a update on the sprint that
Yeah.
we have been on. It is day 41. How are you feeling, Karen?
Yeah. Well, do you know, like to think we're on day 41 already, it has gone super fast. I think the whole year for everybody's probably gone fast anyway, but it was when I was journaling this morning, I was like, I have no idea what day I'm on. Even though we fill in a form, at the end of every single day, I just had this total mind blank. And then it was like just a realization was like, geez, we have all been working super hard for the last 41 days in the business. And, it is the consistency that gets you the results, and the results are slowly starting to come in for everybody. And it's incredible to start seeing that. But yeah, we did start this podcast off by having the real raw truth of what it's like to step into the entrepreneurial world. And as Meg said, we're here to deliver that. It's not been an easy ride, and we're not going to be here and tell you like, start an online business and 1 to 2 hours a day and you'll be multimillionaires and you'll be in 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever. No, that is, to be honest, a load of bullshit. When you are at a level where you're making 6 and 7 figures, do an hour or two a day, do half an hour a day. It doesn't matter because your business is built. But what we're here to share with you is if you are seriously looking to come into this, we want you to come in with your eyes wide open and fully understand that what it takes is commitment, 100% commitment, serious drive, that you have a vision that is so clear in your mind that nothing will push you off that path. I think that's really important. And you're going to have shit days. You're going to have hard days. You're going to have days where you go and cry in the shower and you think, what the fuck have I done? We've all been there.
Yeah, we have. We really have. And I mean, you're also going to have some phenomenal days as well.
Yeah.
Like there are highs, lows, roundabouts, all kinds of stuff. But we have to be very honest that it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's not plain train
Definitely
every
not.
day. It's not. It's really not. It is at times it's like a second job. You are building your lifestyle. It doesn't come overnight. It doesn't happen instantly, and it might not happen in the expected time that you want it to, but it will happen. Like, I
Yeah.
promise you that. Anyone listening to this, it will happen.
Yeah.
You keep the commitment, you keep the faith, you keep, ticking along with the things that you need to do, the training, the learning, the taking action, and it will come. But yeah, so the sprint has definitely highlighted a few things for us. Now, the reason why we do sprints, and we've mentioned it in some of our podcasts and our lives before, is because it's a process that we go through where you go all in for 90 days. And when I mean all in, it means no excuses, no bullshit, saying no to all of the external distractions and all of the noise, homing in and tunnel vision, getting your head down and doing the things that need to happen to build your business fast.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not for everyone. It's not for the faint-hearted. But if you want to run and you want to make this happen in a short amount of time, then a sprint is great. And I can't believe that we're almost halfway through.
I know. And how do you feel so far then with the sprint?
I have my days. It's a roller coaster. Yeah, there's been some challenges. I think mainly around like my planning and time management.
Yeah.
I think because that's always been one of the things that have been a challenge for me, because I can be a little bit of a fairy, and I like to use my energy at the times that feels nice for me, and sometimes that's different on each day. So
Yeah.
like the routine for me kind of does get a bit jaded, but I have to make sure that I plan the night before.
Yeah.
Like that is my key, 100%, absolutely, like non-negotiable. Plan, get my diary, know what I'm doing the next day, know what calls I've got in, know where my tasks are fitting in, when I'm doing work, when I'm, going to the gym, all of that kind of stuff that has to go in, because not doing that is when things get super challenging.
Yeah, I think more so when your days aren't the same. Every day is a little bit different. You need to keep some kind of
structure.
Yeah, massively. And that's a huge part where people come in and maybe struggle with. We have time management chats quite regularly with the team and the community and such like. And as much as I've said, this is hard and it's a struggle, and you need to be dedicated and you need to be committed and you need to be devoted to the life that you want to have and you want to create, and it doesn't come easy. The good days will outweigh the bad tenfold. The people you will meet will be incredible. There'll be people like you've never met before in your life. People, if you've come from the corporate world like me and Meg, or hospitality, or administration, or office world, or whatever, the people you meet within that sort of realm are so different compared to what you meet in the community. So we just want to share the whole truth with you guys, be as transparent as possible. Yes,
but the support you get with that as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it's great, but you do really have to be on the ball every day, know what you're doing. I've always been a bit of a stickler for structure, and I think that's just the military background that I've had. So I'm really mostly my days are like up at 4:30, on the business at 5. I'm on the business for like 4 or 5 hours in the morning. I get everything done, and then I'm done, and I feel good because it's great, it's done. Whereas a lot of people don't have that structure. A lot of people don't have that commitment, I suppose. And you don't have to get up and run your business at 4:30 every morning. It works for me, it works for my team, and that's what I do. Meg, you run your day very different.
Yeah.
Similar sort of timings and stuff like that, but you have a different structure in the morning, and it's finding your flow, isn't it? Which is really important.
That really is it. Like when you come into this, because you're coming from employee to entrepreneur now, so you're not doing your standard 9 to 5 and have a boss that's watching over you and all that kind of stuff. So the mindset has to shift, and you're completely, totally 100% responsible for your own time, how your business runs, the success of your business as well. You're 100% responsible. So finding your flow with things is so key. Now, this can take time, but like I said just now, my days can kind of vary because where are my energy levels, and I've had to take the time to recognize where my energy levels are best. And that's why I always used to think that, I need to have this like really rigid structure, like do this at this time, this time, this time. And I wanted that because that's what I thought had to happen. But then I started to gain a little bit more intuition with myself, kind of thing, and I'm like, actually I have this pocket of energy first thing in the morning, which is like that 4 a.m. between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. kind of time, and I'm like, that is when I'm like in here, I'm doing all of my business tasks, like I feel great, and then I head off to the gym, get another spark of energy, and then I'm making my juices and my breakfast and all that kind of stuff before work. So it is about finding that structure. And I think that's the great thing about this as well is, there are good days, there's bad days, there's challenges, there's highs, there's lows, all of that kind of stuff. And we're not gonna sugarcoat the fact that you have to put work in for this.
No.
Like, as Karen said, you can't just work 2 hours a day and become a millionaire. Like down the line, yes, you will be able to.
Absolutely.
In the beginning, in the first few years, like it, building that momentum, especially if you need to build like building blocks and foundations, and 99% of us come into this with zero experience whatsoever. So, even more so, you can't expect to like have that overnight success. You got to like build those blocks, and even with the skills and the things that we learn with like the marketing and the sales and the conversations and the communication and social media marketing and all of that kind of stuff, that all comes down to like building blocks, and it takes time, effort, and consistency with that as well, and building yourself as in your character more than anything else as well. So there is an instant gratification, there is an instant satisfaction. Like you have incredible times, like it really is a blast. We absolutely love running our businesses. Me and Karen, as you know, have been together from the start,
from the beginning. Yes,
and we are pretty much identical, apart from a lot of differences as well. how we run our lives and all that kind of stuff. But you're never ever alone in this, which is what I love as well. Because if I
Yeah.
was alone in this business, I probably it would be a lot more challenging than what it is. I would still be doing it because I know the lifestyle that I want and I know how incredible and beautiful this business model is. But it would be a hell of a lot different and more challenging without the support of the community and other people around.
Yeah, definitely. And that's, that's huge. I always say to my new sort of people that come in, the community is like the backbone of building this business. You need to immerse yourself in the community. You need to speak to people. You need to just throw yourself in there. And, that was a scary part. Like, you remember what it was like when it first came in. It was like, all of a sudden you've ended up on a Zoom call with however many other people on it. And then you kind of get asked a question like, what, you want me to speak on here as well? Like, but as soon as you start facing those fears and doing it and meeting people, it just changes the whole game, like, completely. It really, really does. And then, before you know it, you've made hundreds of new friends all over the world that are so like you, because everybody's here for the same reason. We're here to create the freedom in our life, to have the financial freedom, the time freedom, location freedom, and whatever that then means to you. We're all here for the same reason, and everybody is here. And because of the incredible compensation plan that we have, that gives us 57% commission, and the pension plan, and the future, however much you want to make, we've got people that are making 60, 70, 80, 90k plus a month. That's the drive. That's what keeps us going. These figures are phenomenal, but they're also real. As we said, it's not a get rich quick scheme, but after a couple of years of hard work, we can all be earning this. It's the exact same business model, the exact same training, the exact same support. And it's just proven time after time after time that it's achievable for anybody that wants it. But you got to put in the hard work. You really do have to commit yourself and devote yourself to the time a day to get this done.
Yeah, no, I second that completely. Immersing yourself in the community and learning all of you can speak to these people that are having these results and stuff. We meet them all the time and it's amazing, but they have worked their fucking asses off.
Yeah,
they really have. It might have been a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, whatever, and that's our inspiration. We keep going because we see it happening all around us and it's amazing. And when you're immersed in this community and you see everybody hitting these big figure months, it's beautiful to watch because we all support each other, and it just goes to show what we're all working towards, and so those tough days, you're like, those 50k months are around the corner. They're around the corner. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. And the way I see it is, hey, I wouldn't change this for the world now. I would never ever go back and not have gone for this business, because knowing where we're going, it just makes it all so worth it.
Yeah,
even those hard days, and for the sake of a couple of years of hard graft, for a lifetime of freedom and
yeah, I know,
multiple figure months, you can earn your year's salary in a month.
In a couple of weeks. Some people, it's crazy. It is crazy. It sounds crazy, but it's actually also very real and very true. And these good days and your financial reward will outweigh any bad day. And also, I have the bad days, and you get frustrated and things are super tough, but I still have this vision of the freedom with the 50k months, 60k months, whatever that may look like, when I get there. Or do I want to just continue sitting in the office looking at the world go by out an office window for 8 hours a day for another 20 odd years for somebody else to scrape by and live paycheck to paycheck and have
that's rough.
No life experience and not have any money to afford to do anything? I'll take the hard days.
For short term, right? It's short term, because you could have those hard days for the next for me it would be 30, 40 years of the rest of my life.
And
I'm not willing to give the next 30 years to an employer. I'm
No.
not willing to do that. I'm not willing to give my life and that, and have capped income and capped holidays, and them tell me when I can and can't go XYZ place and be with whoever I want to be with, and not make these incredible friendships that I have done
Yeah,
within this community,
exactly.
within this business. So yeah, I would never swap the days. I would
No.
never ever swap the days. And what you just got to keep remembering is like, which me and Karen, just before this podcast, guys, before we started recording this podcast, actually, we chatted for about a half hour, 40 minutes, and you know what me and Karen like, we're a bit tangents as I'm about to go on one now. But oh my god, I can't remember what I was going to say. We were chatting about, if we're going to sit here in a year's time or 2 years' time, be like, all of those days were so damn worth it. Look at us now.
Yeah.
Look at us now.
Do you remember that day when it was XYZ, whatever happened? Do you remember this day? Do you remember that day? It's going to be so funny to look back on. And that's what we do in life anyway, isn't it? Like, anything you go through, a good day, bad day, whatever, there's always a moment you're like, oh my God, do you remember that happened? That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen to every single one of us here. It's like, oh my God, do you remember the day we started? Do you remember the day we first met? Do you remember the day we struggled to make £1,000 a month? Do you remember the month we made 50K? Do you remember the month we made 90K? Like, these are the kind of conversations we're going to be having very soon. Anybody can have them. Anybody can have them. I actually had a really, really lovely message from one of my team the other day, and he voice noted me, and he said that he appreciated everything that I've done for him and helped him and everything through the business in the last year. And his goal was to basically just come in and earn an extra £1,000 a month. That was it. That's all he wanted to do. That he was quite happy, and he has superseded that within a year. And the gratitude flowing out of him was just like phenomenal. And I just think, so many people need to see this. So many people can come in with a small goal of, 100 quid a month, whatever it is, it really doesn't matter. But the results you get will way outfold that, tenfold that, without you each actually even realizing it and having to do much more hard work, because you'll still do the same amount of commitment and devotion and level to training and building your business. And that's the key word that Meg said earlier, is that you're building your business at this stage. You have to put the work in. It's like building a house. You can't just expect the house to be built without putting the foundations in. So that's what we're doing here. So once you've got the foundations built and you're going along and you're building your business, as you climb up the commission, then you're automatically going to earn more money, because that's the way this is. We get 57% commission, and the higher up the ranks that you go in the business, because you're building it yourself, you're not relying on your team, the more commission you have. You can make one sale a month and earn almost £5,000. So people come in with a goal of a few hundred quid or £1,000, and then before they know it, they're making, as we said, like 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever, £1,000, £5,000, £10,000 a month, whatever. It's uncapped, absolutely uncapped. You can earn as little or as much as you want, depending on how hard you put the work in. And that's the beauty of the reality of the financial side of it, anyway, at least.
Yeah, and it really is, and it's amazing as well that like you have so much flexibility with it as well. Like, it's all online, you learn everything that you need to learn, you have all the support. And I remember the first time I saw the commission plan, and I was like, what? Just one sale and I can get like between 400 and £4,000. I'm like,
yeah,
wow,
crazy.
Well, it's not crazy, because it's so real and so possible. But I love showing that to people and just showing people what is really truly possible, because
I do. And also, when we first came in, Meg, do you remember, it was like we then all of a sudden got a 13% increase on the commission, which
to help with the recession.
Oh my God,
What company does that?
I know.
I mean, even for starting your business, you get a commission back.
Yeah.
So even to start off with, you're getting, what is it, £600?
Yeah.
Just straight off the back, just for starting your business. Here you go. Congratulations.
And it's so real, isn't it? It really is. It's beautifully crazy, but so real in every aspect. The money, comes into your bank account, and it just appears. just there.
Oh, it's great. So
Yeah,
yeah, we've obviously got on a tangent again talking about
as we do.
but hopefully you guys have found loads of value in this. We hope
Yeah.
we haven't scared you off from starting your own online business, because
Don't
I'm
be scared.
telling you, it is so damn worth it.
Yes.
We love it, and we know where we're going. We know where you guys are coming with us. So don't let this put you off, but we wanted to give you the real talk and the real expectation that, you know, if you sit there twiddling your thumbs, scrolling Instagram, thinking that you're gonna get $5 in your bank account every month, it's not gonna happen. You
Yeah.
gotta put the work in.
Yeah.
But it's great. You get to learn so much. You get to meet new people, and you know, build yourself, which most importantly is what's gonna help you through life.
Yeah. It's a journey, a beautiful journey.
It's an
But
amazing
yeah,
journey.
thank you to all you guys that have been following us and listening. Any feedback would be amazing, and if you want to reach out and ask any questions and jump on a call, even, you know, if you are interested, you know, me and Meg will happily share our diaries and make some time for you to come in and, you know, pick our brains about what we've just said about the hard times but the good times and all that kind of stuff, because
And also the commission structure, if you want to see
yeah,
that, show it to you.
exactly, we're here to give you as much information as possible. You know, it's a beautiful place to be, it's a beautiful journey that we're all on here, and if you want to escape that job that only pays you a couple £1,000 a month, we're here, guys. Our inboxes are open, so feel free to get us on Instagram, and we will connect with you on there. That'd be great.
Yeah,
To
we'll
see
be
how we
seeing
can
you
help you.
on the next episodes, guys. Thanks so much for listening, watching, wherever you are.
Yeah, have a great week wherever you are.